And hello everyone and welcome back to KR Gaming 95, and today I bring you a new game to the channel. It is the Grand Tour game. Now this is a review video of the game. What's it like? Is it any good? And what is the Grand Tour? I know what the Grand Tour is, but I'm going to explain it to you in a short minute. But first of all, this is a review and I'm not going to be showing the cutscenes. This is just going to be going over the game and gameplay. No cutscenes involved. They will be in another video as well. But this is just a review. But first of all, let's start off with what is the Grand Tour. Well, the Grand Tour is a car show. It is hosted by jermery Clarkson, Richard Hammond and James May, and basically they go off on adventures in a tent drive fantastic cars, different old types of cars, do all sorts of different challenges, and they generally just have fun. So they do, which is great because we all love a bit of fun. We all love the idea of it. And when this was announced, people said that, oh, it's another racing game. What's it going to be like? Is it going to be realistic? Is it going to be like Forza Motorsport or the Gran Turismo or whatever? And they said that this had no intention of being better. It wasn't going to be, fantastic, brilliant. And it really, I've played it and I actually enjoy it. I really do. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy this game. But let's go over it basically. It has got single player, local split screen, and then split screen you face off and Grand Prix. And then you have your driving record. And that's it really, that's all you've got. That's all you've got is that and single player. Now how does single player work? Okay? Well, you basically get your opportunity to play as one of the three drivers, which is Jeremy, Richard or James, or Abby when you get a chance as well. And you basically, what you do is you play their adventures. You do what they did in the episode, precisely what they did, and it is so much fun. If they did a stunt in their episode, you do that stunt. If they had a challenge, you do that challenge. It is everything that they do in the episode is what you do. And you're probably wondering, okay, well, how many missions are there? Well, season 1 they've already put in 1 episode, and the same for season 2. But season 3, the most recent season, they have got all of them in, and which we've got all here for all 14. Well, no, 14 is coming this Friday, I think, and then that's season 3 over. But basically, how it works is every time there's a new episode brought to the game. Every time a new episode is released on the TV show, that episode then gets put into this game, and then you play that episode. So you do, and you can play it as long as you like, because you have different challenges. You have gold, silver, and bronze to achieve, and it is generally so much fun. It actually is really fun, and I think what this game does, it brings back the there's no online. There's just local split screen. I think what this game does, it brings back the old days of having your mates around your house and sort of playing with split screen. 4 mates, 3 mates around, all playing on the same console. There was no online. There was no, you couldn't just, you don't do what you do nowadays and talk to your mates from one house to the other. This doesn't have that, and I think it's a good thing that it doesn't have that, because this brings you and your friends together to play split screen and have fun. I think it's a really good thing, so it is. But, like I said, there's all these to do, and they will always add new episodes in. You just gotta wait for them. What I find particularly interesting is that there's 104 achievements, and that is so easy. They're easy achievements as well. Literally, they are the easiest that you can get, and they're going to be adding more achievements as well, because when they add season 4, when they do season 4, then there'll be even more achievements and all sorts. You even do the specials they did, the Columbia special. This game was so much fun. It is. But tell you what, we're gonna go on to do a quick mission. We're gonna do the first episode of season 3. I know some of you probably want to see the season 1, but this it's a bit long with cutscenes and stuff, so I'd rather not go with season 1. I'd rather do the most recent episode. But let's go, and we'll go test it in a wee moment. And right guys, here we are, we're back when doing one of the missions, so we have to drift around this town. And so far, the controls in this game are pretty much simple. That's the way to describe them. The controls are simple. The graphics aren't bad, they're not bad at all. The details aren't bad. The overall look of the game is nice. You know, it's overall nice to look at and stuff. As you can see, we've got the challenge here. We have to go around the track, not drift around. Oh, I crashed. There you go. But you've got to go around and get around in 1 minute 6. I've already done it, but I've got a lot quicker than that. But anyways, but basically, the driving does feel arcade-ish a bit. Feels a bit easy and simple, but there's nothing wrong with easy and simple. There actually isn't anything wrong with easy and simple. You've just got to be prepared. You just got to be prepared to accept that, and we're going to do that again because I always like to get gold, so I do. But that's just me. But there's nothing wrong with simple, and there never ever will be, in my opinion, because when we look at Forza, I don't think you can really compare this to Forza. When it comes to the realistic side of the driving, Forza will always be a lot better from that point of view. But I think I know what the big difference is between this and Forza and any other racing game. Is that Forza may have its really good design and its car details and the damage and all that this won't have. Like this, you can't take damage, your car can't take damage, but it's nothing too tragic. But the difference is, I think, in my opinion, this game's more fun. That's overall what I think. This game is more fun to play, and it brings you and a couple of your friends closer together, unlike certain things. You know? And it generally is fun. It really is fun. Like I said, the driving does feel so arcadey, but there's nothing wrong with that. We're just going to be switching over to... I'm just going to skip this because I don't really want the cutscenes in. And now we're back with James. And there's all these different challenges, you know, you have to get James's fizz. You know, if you want gold, you have to get 4. And then obviously turning. That was rubbish. Yes, James said that. But you know, I generally do enjoy this game. I think if you have fans who enjoy this game, you could spend quite a long time with it. The achievements are overall really good, really fun. There's nothing wrong with them. It generally is fun, and there's no glitches. When I mean no glitches, well, there's glitches, but like there's no bugs that you have to worry about because it's a single player game. You don't have to worry about them. You know, that's the best thing as well about this, is that bugs, you know, don't really exist in a game like this, which makes my day because I don't really like glitches and bugs in games. To me, they're just boring, unnecessary things that game designers do need to have fixed. But you know, but what else is there? You know, this, like I said, that you know, it's a really good game to play, and I think it's just generally fun. So it is. We'll just get down here. More power. But just to go over another thing before, not more power. One of the other things is that when you do a race, obviously you can choose between James, Richard, or Jeremy, and one of the other things are that it kind of works like a Mario in a way, because you can actually get to pick because when you're doing a race, you see these three icons pop up. They don't pop up. One of them is more horsepower, and that gives you a wee boost to get away from your opponent. And then you've got texting, which then sends a text to the opponent, and it basically just puts a screen up and it puts a wee thing on the screen saying what to say, and it sort of gets in the way and makes you distracted. And others is music and so on. But there's all this really cool stuff. So there's, and it's just a bit like Mario. That I'll show you it. If I could show you it, I would. But that's that as well. So there's all sorts in this game that they've done, and I actually think that the developers of the Grand Tour have done really, really well. They actually have. I'm actually really enjoying it. So you know, there's nothing. I think when they were making this game, their intention was not to make it realistic, but make it fun. I think that's what they were aiming at the time. They were aiming to get that in the game, get that across to the people that want it. That's what they were trying to do, and they've done that. You know, they haven't gone for the realistic side, because not everyone wants realistic. Let's be honest. Some people just want to have simple buttons, and that's really it. You know, nobody really wants to have a realistic game. Sometimes they just want to have a bit of fun with their friends, and I'm one of them people. I want to have fun with my friends, so I don't want anything else but that. You know, this game can be quite relaxing. It actually can. It can be very relaxing, really enjoyable, and I would recommend you guys get it at some stage. And the only downside is that, you know, it is only download only, but you can get a refund. I think it is possible to get that if it wasn't for you. But I think with the amount of achievements there are in this game and the amount of episodes they're going to be adding, I think it just has so much potential. You know, not just from a gaming point of view, but from anything. It really is a joy to play this, and I'm glad they made a game, because they've never done such a thing. They've never done anything like this before, so they haven't. And it really is fun. It really is, and I would say that this is worth about. They charged 11 quid for it, which is probably about right. Which is probably fair, you know, in what I think. But that's that. That's that mission done. But yeah, no. Can we skip that? I don't really want any more cutscenes. But we'll go back to the main. But that's pretty much my review, guys. And how to sum it up? I'm going to sum it up for you. How I sum it up, basically, is that it's a game that was designed not to be the best in the world, but to be the most funnest. And that's what it is. It's the most funnest. And you should not compare it to Forza or any other racing game out there, because I don't think you can. But at the same time, you probably will if you want to, but that's up to you. But at the end of the day, this game was designed for fun and enjoyment and messing about with your friends. And what would I want more of? Fun or realistic? I'm gonna say fun. Fun all the way. Realistic, you're too overrated. Realistic is too overrated at times. Video games are about fun, and fun wins over everything. So it does. This is more fun than Forza, and I would rather have a fun game than a realistic game. But that's my verdict. I hope you guys enjoyed this little review on the game. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and a sub. If you want more Grand Tour, gameplay, which I might be doing if people want it. If people want the Grand Tour game on my channel, please say yes or no. Leave a comment in the wee comment section. Just say what you want. And overall, that's pretty much for me. Thank you all for watching and joining, and I'll see you guys next week. Good night.